Each new season gives every footballer a chance to prove themselves, and for some players, it can even revive their careers after unsuccessful seasons and difficult periods. This season has shown us many examples, starting with Jadon Sancho. Before joining Manchester United, he was considered one of the most talented and promising English footballers, and he confirmed this with his performances and statistics at Dortmund. However, after returning to England, he was unable to immediately display the form that justified his £73 million transfer fee. Over time, his relationship with Erik ten Hag deteriorated, and he was essentially expelled from the team. Dortmund extended a helping hand to Sancho by taking him on loan for 6 months. He almost immediately began to show the good form for which a large sum was paid for him and helped Borussia reach the Champions League final. Although he has not yet reached his previous level in terms of goals and assists, his overall play shows that this is indeed the same Jadon Sancho. Despite the fact that there was no purchase option included in his loan deal, Dortmund wants to keep him for another season and attempt to buy him, as we all know that even after returning to Manchester, he will not be allowed near the first team. This situation is similar to that of another player who still belongs to Manchester United, Mason Greenwood. He was one of the most talented players in the Red Devils Academy in recent years, and when he started appearing in the club's first team for Premier League matches, he proved that he would become an important part of the club for many years to come. However, he ruined not only his life in England but also his career with his own hands, due to leaked audio recordings and photos with his girlfriend that shocked the public. As a result, he lost a year and a half of his football career. Although the court acquitted Greenwood and he married his girlfriend, the club's management was afraid to bring the player back to the team due to public outrage. For this reason, he was sent on loan and Getafe gladly took him for the season. Everyone thought that after a 6-month absence from football, his level of play would have significantly declined, but he almost immediately became a regular starter for the Spanish club. In 34 matches, he scored 10 goals and provided 6 assists, which is very impressive, especially after such a long absence from football. After such a season, many clubs are interested in purchasing the English footballer, including Juventus, Atletico Madrid, and Barcelona. This is quite favorable for him and, in general, for English footballers who are beginning to realize that they can and should build their careers outside the country. Ruben Loftus-Cheek followed a similar example, though without the scandal involving his girlfriend. The Chelsea Academy player was also considered to have great potential, but for various reasons he couldn't fulfill it at Stamford Bridge. Both the club and the player grew tired of each other, and he was allowed to move to AC Milan for €18.5 million, where he almost immediately integrated into the Italian club's style of play. There, he was given more freedom on the pitch. He is showing very strong performances this season for Milan and has become an important midfield player, where he played 40 matches, scored 10 goals, and made 2 assists. The club's management believed in him, and it seems that this belief is what he lacked throughout his career at Chelsea. Another Chelsea player who also couldn't show his full potential is Christian Pulisic. In his first season with the Blues, he played quite well, and everyone thought he just needed time to fully adapt to the league and the new country. Many players who have played in the Bundesliga face similar adaptation problems in the Premier League. Frequent injuries and minimal playing time significantly affected him, and the club decided to sell him to AC Milan for €20 million. Like with Ruben Loftus-Cheek, they believed in him, gave him more freedom on the field, and simply let him play, which eventually paid off. In 48 matches, he scored 15 goals and provided 9 assists across all competitions. Compared to his time at Chelsea, these are astronomical numbers, and I hope that Pulisic continues to play like this next season for Milan and becomes their leader after Olivier Giroud's move to the MLS. Another Chelsea reject, Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang, still can't understand why the Blues needed him, as he simply wasted a year of his career there, especially after an excellent half-season at Barcelona, where he scored 11 goals in 18 matches. At Chelsea, he felt out of place, and due to constant managerial changes, he didn't know what he needed to do to make the starting lineup. He grew tired of the situation and requested a transfer from Chelsea. Everyone thought he would move to Saudi Arabia or MLS, as the USA suited his lifestyle perfectly, but to everyone's surprise, Marseille gladly took him for free. After returning to France, he started scoring again and became a leader for the club, both on and off the field, despite the chaos happening at the club. This time, it hasn't affected his performance, and it's clear that he is happy to be part of the team. This is also evident from his statistics, where he has scored 29 goals and provided 11 assists in 50 matches. Next footballer who started his career in Chelsea's academy but made his professional debut at Liverpool is Dominic Solanke. He failed to make an impact at Merseyside club, and it seemed his only chance to prove himself would be at a lower-level team. In January 2019, he moved to Bournemouth for £19 million, but his first 2 seasons at the new club were mediocre, as he scored only 4 goals in 46 matches, a catastrophic statistic for any forward. The team was relegated to the Championship, where he performed better and helped the team return to the Premier League. This season, under the management of Andoni Iraola, Bournemouth has been playing attractive football, with many players making progress, including Dominic Dominic Solanke. This season, he scored 21 goals and provided 4 assists in 41 matches across all competitions. I hope that not only Solanke but the entire Bournemouth team can show even stronger performances next season. Meanwhile, the golden boy of his generation in Spanish football, Isco, also disappeared for a while after his 9 years at Real Madrid. He showed a good level of football there, although much more was expected from him, especially in 2017 when he seemed to have reached a top level with his phenomenal dribbling. Unfortunately, he couldn't maintain that form in the remaining years at Los Blancos. In 2022, he left Santiago Bernabeu and joined Sevilla on a free transfer, but due to a conflict with the sporting director Monchi and his less than stellar performances, he simply terminated his contract with the club and disappeared from football for 6 months. However, in the summer of 2023, he returned and signed with Real Betis, managed by Manuel Pellegrini. Under Pellegrini's management, Isco began showing a phenomenal level of play again, being named the man of the match in 19 La Liga games. In 36 matches, he scored 9 goals and provided 7 assists. Isco excels at creating goal-scoring opportunities for his teammates, but he also plays excellently in pressing and defense, which he seemed incapable of during his time at Real Madrid. Isco has transformed Betis, making them a joy to watch, and we must also give credit to Manuel Pellegrini, who has repeatedly proven his ability to find the right approach to his players. I also want to include a young talent who couldn't find his footing at AC Milan but found his form under Gianpiero Gasperini, proving him to be one of the most talented Belgian players of the new generation alongside Arthur Vermeeren, Jeremy Doku, and Johan Bakayoko. I'm talking about Charles De Ketelaere. He transferred to AC Milan from Club Brugge for 30 million euros, which is a significant amount for an Italian club by today's standards, but frankly he played poorly and simply didn't fit the club's style. The management realized it might be best to let him go, and eventually Atalanta took him on loan, where he showed why such a fee was paid for him. Under Gianpiero Gasperini's management, he began to progress and became an important player in the starting lineup. In 46 matches, he scored 13 goals and provided 9 assists. In Atalanta's crucial match against Roma, he showed character and single-handedly secured victory for the team by scoring a brace. The Bergamo club's management is ready to sign the Belgian on permanent deal, and Gasperini wants to continue building the team's play around the young talent. De Ketelaere himself also wants to stay as the club suits him perfectly both tactically and mentally, which is very important for footballers. As you may have noticed, some players can only shine in certain clubs or leagues, while in others, they are mere shadows of themselves. Jadon Sancho is a good example of this. And who do you think has revived their career this season? Write your thoughts in the comments. I'd be interested to read them and see who I missed in this video. In the meantime, thanks for watching. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel and check out my other videos such as the worst and the best transfers of this season, as you can see on your screen. My name is Ole, love this game, I'll see you next time.